Hello, everybody, and welcome to Those Dudes Play Live. Tonight, we are playing Foolish Mortals. Thanks, Tox.
Yay! You're welcome.
Alright, but before we get started...
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
So for the next 30 minutes, anytime you guys purchase packs of cards, I will match it and gift it to a random member of the chat. And, yeah, even though it's still technically May, we're counting this as part of June. Like, I think at, 8 o'clock, any sales, as far as actual cash, gets added onto next month's totals anyway, so...
It's okay. By the time, 2 hours into the stream, it's gonna be, June anyway on my end, so we...
Yeah, just noticing in the chat. I'll just say, glad you guys enjoyed yesterday's episode. So yeah, already instantly noticing that the cursor here is that thing from Ouija board.
The Luigi board.
A Luigi board? A Luigi board?
Luigi.
I did a Luigi board, and it mentioned me.
But I love the music in this game.
Oh, there's voice acting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'm curious. Of course it's on YouTube tonight when it's Twitch Day. The fuck is Twitch Day?
I don't know. Let's see, let's Google this.
Consult the all-knowing Google.
Twitch celebrates several thematic days of the year. Specific milestone creators, Twitch Day. Mod appreciation. I don't really see one that's specifically that today's Twitch Day. Hold on, Twitch Day today. Yeah, nothing. We're very dumb, guys.
Did I not put on... Oh, wait, did I put on the schedule that it was supposed to be... Is that
no,
what
it said YouTube.
Then yeah, I don't know. Like, the best I can think of that is, usually Sunday's a Twitch day, but not recently.
Basically, work is working,
yeah,
and they give us shifts whenever.
Yep. But good news. Hopefully soon we should start having a consistent schedule again. And let's see, left click, interact, double click, quick travel, right click, examine. Such in-depth controls.
I mean, it's a point-and-click adventure with badass music.
Hello, everyone. A nice hat review. Thank you. You know what's funny? I've actually been wearing this to work every day since I started.
Oh, they haven't said anything.
Well, here's the funny thing. I decided to wear it because it kind of matches our company colors a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured it looks generic enough to where nobody who doesn't know the reference would even think that it is a reference. I get so many goddamn compliments from both customers and coworkers. In fact, sometime last week, I actually had a customer tell me, you know, you do kind of look like an adult version of Dipper. Just thank you. That's what I I've been going for now. Right. Also, this is a lovely mouse design.
I'm alright. It's all like all the art in this game is gorgeous.
Was right there. I meant next time you went on Twitch, I was gonna punish you, as I assumed it would be a part of May, but not June. But for now, it makes sense. Okay. Help.
I don't think I can help you. I'm sorry.
All right, let's begin.
They said there was a treasure on the island. Its location known only to the dead.
So
I
it's
can
a
see it in my
deal then.
dreams. How
Buttercup
was I
seed.
supposed to know that in order to find it, I'd have to die too?
Alright, so then I'm gonna say 40 packs for there. Like it. Oh my god, AJ Ocasio?
I have no idea who that is.
The reason why that's amazing to me is like he played Marty McFly in Back to the Future the game.
Okay, so now are you glad now I pestered you to play this? You're
Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm just shocked because I don't think I've heard him do anything since then. But yeah, this is very clearly Haunted Mansion with the serial numbers filed off.
okay. Well, like it's still good.
I'm not, like, I'm gonna say this right now. Me saying that is not a comment on the game's quality at all. It just very much comes off as they wanted to make a Haunted Mansion game but couldn't get the license. Oh, what's the song? Is Legally Distinct Grim Grinning Ghosts?
No, it is not.
Well, I think you're a fool. Everyone on Devil's Rock knows what happened to that house. Over 30 years it stood empty now. Locals won't go near it. I say all it contains now is dust, cobwebs, and bad luck.
I don't have time for ghost stories.
Then what do you want with it?
33 years ago, the Belmore Trading Company was wound up and absorbed by the state. The owner's dead, the heir nowhere to be found. Money was missing from the company accounts, and it's still unaccounted for. I'm here to find it.
So you're a treasure hunter.
Not quite. I'm an auditor.
An auditor. Records, taxes, all that stuff.
Think of me as the adventurer of the accounts book. But on this case, I'm out of office and on location. At 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, the state's claim on that money lapses for good along with my commission. So I've got one night to find it. I'm overdue for a meeting with the parish comptroller to reopen the case.
The comptroller you're meeting wouldn't happen to be Theodore Grimes, would it?
Yes, I believe it is.
Would be hard to convince him, I'd say.
Why's that? I'm a good talker.
He died
right,
about
let's do this
4
one last
days
time.
ago. I'd wager he's waiting to be buried in St. Juniper Cemetery, stiff as a board.
Okay, that might be tricky. Talking to the dead isn't quite within my skill set.
Remember what I said about that house and bad luck?
My bad luck started long before that house. It's a 3-day journey to get here, and it took me 7. And ever since my suitcase got dropped overboard on the steamer, all I have to my name is a pocket watch, a magazine, and $1.
Less than $1, actually. You owe me for the taxi ride.
It's my last dollar.
But you guys can change that by buying some Streamloots cards.
That is true. Also, speaking of, random fact about Reviewer. Let's just say at the end of the last storyline episode, Reviewer was out for like 3 hours.
Also, like a nap. Okay, good to know.
And also, yeah, so it is definitely Haunted Mansion by way of Monkey Island.
Yee.
And here's your change.
Didn't you say you'd take me into town?
You can walk from here. No one with any sense will go further onto this island at night. And remember, the tide's coming in. Within the hour, you'll be cut off from the mainland until tomorrow.
That suits me. I took the pocket watch out of my vest and clicked open the cover. I've got 13 hours to find $13 million.
Unlucky for some, but if you're really dead set on it, here's a tip. Go find the Spirit Queen.
The Spirit Queen? Who is that?
I think you'll find you mean, what's that? Good luck, Murphy McAllen.
Hold on. They did not name this protagonist of a Haunted Mansion game Murphy.
They did.
Have we learned nothing from the 2003 movie?
Walking into the port town of Deadnettle, I could sense its history in every stone, brick, and plank. Echoes of merchant ships loading and unloading all manner of cargo from expeditions throughout the Caribbean. Gold and treasure that may still lie hidden on the island.
See, it's also Pirates of the Caribbean Reviewer.
I'm just gonna say Jean Lafitte. Sorry, John Lafitte. What? I always fuck up that name. Point is, Haunted Mansion and Pirates have always been connected. Also, just speaking of the Caribbean, something I find really weird for me is that whenever I'm just talking about the place, I always pronounce it as Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
But when talking about it in relation to the Pirates franchise, I always pronounce it Caribbean. It's weird.
Which is weird because I always pronounce it Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I will refer to I don't mind saying it because like it's such a popular like vacation town in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
In South Carolina, in like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, there's a resort called the Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
And it's spelled Caribbean, but we always pronounce it Caribbean. So I get that. It's just a different thing.
It's like it's the same word, but for some reason, in different contexts, we pronounce it differently.
But more importantly, you know the little metal latch thing that you put on things? You call it a carabiner, right?
I don't call it anything because I don't really know what you're talking about.
Hold on. I need a photo cyber.
Like, I get the feeling that there's gonna be one of those things that, like, I know what it is, I just never had a name for it. Also, 2 gold doubloons!
Yeah, a carabiner.
Plastic!
The door was locked with a sign in the window saying closed for private appointment, reopening shortly. I could see 2 gentlemen inside the store. A spindly man with a wiry mustache had his face pressed against a display cabinet, while a diminutive older gentleman tried desperately to pull him away. I'd seen similar behavior in Laurel and Hardy pictures.
Also, my god, he's slow.
You can double click to go faster.
So that's what it meant by fast travel.
The puppet show hadn't started yet. The sign read, "The Fantastic Fantocchio Brothers will be performing tonight. All ages welcome. Tips welcome even more."
Cards.
Should I also mention the Catboy has a Patreon?
That too. Remember, $1 a month you can see every video a week early. $5 a month you get exclusive content. $10 you get a reduced reviewer style chibi of your character and or Sona. And $20 and $50 get you a review request.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, this place just
Slap
looks
me
like
with
New
a
Orleans.
paddle. It's a whopper.
Okay,
Here comes a big one.
here comes a big one.
Well, blast my barnacles. That's the third one tonight. These fish sure must have been spooked by something.
Okay, well, not let me... Do I have to go back?
I believe you're still in a cutscene. Now that it's-
Okay, so I had to wait for that guy to finish talking.
Yeah, we had to get that piece of information about his fish
Fish.
and his lack of it.
Are the fish biting?
Not so well today, to tell the truth. That was the first nibble in hours. I'm Ned Kipps, by the way. I haven't seen you around here before.
I'm here because I have a very important job on this island. A calling that only I can fulfill. Dark secrets that I need to uncover.
Oh, you're a tourist. Now, why on earth would you choose Devil's Rock as the place to vacation?
I must have done something to upset my travel agent. The name's Murphy McCallan.
Nice to meet you, Mac. Not peckish, are you? You can help yourself to what I got here in my bucket if you like.
Oh, thanks.
Got nothing in the bucket.
My expectations of a local seafood delicacy quickly unraveled when I plunged my hands into what felt like lumpy jelly. Ugh.
A little
That
dab will
will
do
do.
It was
ya.
a handful of fish guts.
Ha! That's the best bait you get around here. And they smell pretty bad, but the critters on this island love them. Who would have known they're good at suckering in tourists, too?
Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Heard of her? Sure. But I wouldn't be heading out into the bayou at this time of night.
If she's out there, that's where I need to go.
Murphy, the bayou's dangerous. It's not the kind of place you want to go alone.
I'll be careful.
Well, if you're set on it, just take the western route out of town. Left at Pimlico Rock, then right on into the bayou. Without dark it gets in there, you'll see the lights guiding you the last stretch of the way. Just make sure the gators don't get too attached to you.
Going down the bayou. Going down the bayou.
What's life like in Dead Nettle?
Well, it's not the hustle and bustle it used to be, but it suits me just fine. The ships just don't come through Dead Nettle anymore. Not since the disappearance.
He must have been talking about the Belmore wedding. The locals actually believed the story. Have you ever considered moving to the mainland?
Nah, I wouldn't like it over there. Crazies, oddballs, crackpots. The mainland doesn't have any of them.
You know what? Fair.
What's that you're reading?
This is Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm struggling my way through it, to be honest. I thought it was a how-to book. I must prefer the last book I read. It was much more action-packed.
What book was that?
The Encyclopedia of Fishing Lures, 3rd edition.
Yeah, I mean, the
You
first,
like
the first and
fishing?
second editions weren't great, but the third edition.
It's always the third, you know?
Yeah, it's almost like, hold on.
Oh no! He's schmoving, guys!
Like, journal number 3,
Oh my god, it's journal number 3, guys.
right?
I'm going to get back to exploring the island.
I wouldn't go looking for it if I were you, you know.
Excuse me?
The folks this island gets now either seem to be looking for something or running away from something. You look like you're doing both. You got your eye on that Belmore treasure, and I wouldn't be doing right by you if I didn't warn you to stay away from it. I know this island has a reputation for the macabre, and it's all fun and games in the beginning. But dig too deep, and you end up in a place you don't want to be.
What makes you think
Dig a
I...
little deeper.
Ned looked at me in a way that told me my playing innocent wasn't going to work. Okay, that's right, but I'm not a grave robber. I'm an auditor, contracted by the state.
It don't matter what your reasons are, Mac. You need to be careful with that house. Us locals, we don't go anywhere near it.
I appreciate the concern, but who can really say they've seen a ghost?
I have, Murphy, and I'm not the only one. Ever since the disappearance, anyone brave or foolish enough to go up to their house has seen the same thing. You might say it was moonlight shimmering off dusty glass, the shadow of a tree branch, or a curtain blown by an unseen breeze. But deep down, we all know what we saw.
What did you see?
The Phantom. It's not something anyone will forget.
The
Every poor
Phantom
soul
of the
who's seen the
Opera.
Phantom has been plagued by the most awful experience. Night after night of endless nightmares. Months of restless sleep. Just visions of faces. Evil faces. Laughing. It's like it can infect your dreams.
And who do you think the Phantom is? Or was?
Nobody knows. But it must have been someone at that awful wedding. Someone who doesn't want to leave the house. Or doesn't want to let anyone in.
I appreciate your concern, but I have a job to do. I don't think my boss would be too happy if I report back that ghosts and ghouls are what's standing in my way.
You're not the first to come looking for the treasure, you know.
But if I find it, I could be the last.
Whether you find it or not, I hope that's true. For everyone's sake.
Ned's talk of nightmares was the last thing I needed to be worried about. Even if it was a job, ever since I read about the Belmore treasure, all I could do was dream about finding it.
Treasure.
Treasure.
I was gonna say, if you double click when it comes to like one of those escape
Yeah.
areas, it just goes right to the map.
Alright, we're going down the bayou. Where we will see a glitchy screen of Tiana and Lewis.
After what felt like miles,
there's
the
Lewis.
eerie darkness of the bayou gave way to the soft orange glow of a gas lamp. And beyond it, the last thing I expected to find in the heart of the swamp.
Is that Mickey
Hand-painted
throwing
lettering
paint
on the
around?
side of a paddle wheel revealed the Spirit Queen wasn't a person, it was a riverboat. Its hull sagged, the wood swollen and split from years in the swamp. Peeling paint curled like dead skin, and what remained of its once grand decks now tilted and crooked. It looked like a wedding cake that had been left to rot.
Oh my god, just like the other steamboat at Disneyland Paris.
Also, that's not Lewis. It's Gummy Goo.
Too soon, buddy.
The damp air of the bayou had swelled the window in its frame. It would need more force than my bare hands could supply to open it. I considered climbing the water tower, but I couldn't imagine what I'd find at the top other than stagnant, moldy water. And there was plenty of that in the bayou already. I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Say, fellas.
Say, fellas.
Please let the alligator talk. Please let the alligator talk.
The alligator snapped at me like a sprung trap, giving me more than enough reason to stay well away from those teeth. If I wanted to get across the jetty, I needed to make sure the alligator wasn't on it. That wasn't going to work. Hand-feeding the alligator didn't seem like a good idea. What if it bit off more than I was offering? The fish guts could definitely draw the alligator's attention, but not if they sank into the bayou.
Hold on, I got an idea.
You got an idea?
They may have had heads and tails in common, but I wasn't going to be able to buy passage aboard the riverboat from the alligator.
But, Mr. Alligator, they don't make pennies anymore.
That's so wild to me that they actually did that. Oh, hello.
I mean, to be fair, like
Yeah.
freaking Canada got rid of their pennies way before us.
Yeah.
As I took the shrunken head from the sign, it almost seemed to grin at me. Creepy.
Do you want me to give you one little
I may have
hint?
been new
It
to the
won't.
bayou,
It won't tell
but
you the
even
answer to
I
the
knew
puzzle.
that plunging my hand into alligator-infested waters wasn't a good idea.
Hold on. I want to see if I can figure it out.
It was the Spirit Queen riverboat. Decks rotting, smokestacks toppling, and its hull sinking into the gator-infested bayou. The only way aboard was along the rickety jetty. That didn't work.
Well, maybe if you tried harder. Mr. Sigler, just to answer that question, I just do it. Just
I may have
do
been new
it.
to the bayou. I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Hold on. Here's a thought.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
That wasn't going to work.
I
The
like
shrunken
how he
head
just
was
says
dry and
no.
desiccated. I doubted the alligator would want it as a snack.
Okay, give me your hint.
You have to leave this area.
Okay. Do I go back to town or?
Go to the beach.
As I returned to the beach, I could see the causeway was now fully flooded over by the rising tide. I was trapped here until dawn.
What's
I love
wrong,
this
little
character.
girl?
Hello? Little girl? You lost your mommy and daddy? It's late, there could be a lot of strange people around.
Yeah, I think I'm talking to one.
Maybe
Fair.
I should introduce myself. My name's Murphy McCallan. What's yours?
Mallory Wisp, angel on the outside, malevolent force of disparagement, derision, and disorder on the inside. At least, that's what Mrs. Huxley wrote in my school report. Hey, do you know what an enfant terrible is?
Do your parents know you're here?
Of course they do. This is my happy place. I come here when I need to cheer up.
What's got you down?
It's my birthday, and I didn't get the present I wanted.
Well, happy birthday. Is being out here helping?
A little. It's a nice place to plot my revenge.
This doesn't sound like an appropriate way for a little girl to spend her time.
Little girl? Little girl? What am I supposed to like? Posies and princesses? Tiaras and tea parties? Those are not my thing.
The
So
best
this
character.
is just you.
Yeah. The best character, guys.
How are you planning on revenge?
How are you planning on getting revenge?
I'm not sure. Currently, I'm at the plotting and ruminating stage of my plan.
What are you plotting and ruminating about?
How things would be different if I was in charge of the world. We had a school project last week. What we want to be when we grow up.
You wanna be a
Mildred
dictator?
wanted to be a baker. Bobby wanted to be a firefighter.
What did you want to be?
Queen of the universe.
I guess no one can accuse you of lacking ambition. Do you think you could fix the world's problems and make the world a better place if you were in charge?
Oh, absolutely not. It would be far worse. My patience is worn so thin with all the idiots around me. I don't know if it would be wise for me to wield that much power. You to the
The best
dungeons.
character.
You to the torture room. It would be very cathartic for me, though.
She's just you.
The best character.
What present did you want for your birthday?
A doll?
A doll?
What's wrong with wanting a doll?
Did you just
Nothing. I
establish
just
that you...
didn't expect it. It doesn't quite fit with your whole aura.
I'm still a little girl. I don't have to defy all your stereotypes. Instead, I get this stupid tin boat. I know Sebastian's got something to do with it, too. He was all over the tin boat when I showed him the toy catalog for millions.
You're
done! Not in a million years. You can see right through him.
I'm guessing that isn't a turn of phrase.
Wouldn't you like to know whether, boy?
Not right now.
Shouldn't you be heading home?
I'm in trouble at home. Mrs. Huxley held me back for detention yesterday. Again.
What did you do?
I convinced 3/4 of the class to sign over their eternal souls to me in exchange for some jelly beans. Third graders are remarkably easy to manipulate with a bag of candy and a little peer pressure.
Why did you do that?
You've got to speculate to accumulate.
Why did you want their souls? What use do you have for them?
Just making sure I'm prepared. And that's just step 1.
I didn't dare ask what she was preparing for. Have you heard of the Spirit Queen?
Look, if Maury put you up to this, you can tell him that I have no intention of going anywhere near his big, boring boat again. And anyway, those skulls look better with a little lipstick on them. I even made some cowrie necklaces for them, but nope. If we have a skeletal uprising, they're just going to have to maraud without being dolled up. And they'll have to take it up with Maury.
Who's Moray?
Nope, not falling for it.
What? What is even going on?
The best character.
Do you like living on Devil's Rock?
This island is cut off from society, an isolated microcosm of the dark and macabre. If I'm honest, it fits me quite nicely. Lots of places to explore, too, when I'm not banned from them.
Where are you banned from?
Everywhere.
Where am I not? The captain's club wouldn't let me in after I declared a mutiny. The lady at the newspaper office kicked me out when I tried selling stories about a zombie uprising. The witch doctor in the bayou threatened to hex me if I didn't stop sneaking on board and borrowing his toys. And the gravedigger banned me from the cemetery when I played a teensy little practical joke.
What did you do?
I convinced him the stiff he'd buried was still alive. People are so antisocial around here.
Docs,
Yeah.
why is this child just you?
Oh, there's a later scene that makes it even more me. Trust me.
Oh,
Also, I'm just gonna slap you.
Ow.
It feels right.
you know I'm right.
You snuck on board the Spirit Queen? You got past the alligator?
Oh yeah, Mephistopheles is a big softie. I think he likes the smell of rotting fish in my hair. My dad works the trawlers. Our entire house stinks like the inside of a humpback whale.
If you're not happy with your tin boat, could I have it?
I'll tell you what. I'll trade you my boat for your soul. I'm just kidding. Your soul can't be worth diddly squat. But I would
Ow.
like a doll.
I better get going.
I wouldn't walk across the beach again if I were you. This beach is covered in quicksand. I can hop along the surface, but with your weight, you'll be sucked down like a noodle.
Oh no. Really? This beach has quicksand?
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Tourists.
Tourists.
I was gonna say, you do have something you can give her.
But she wanted a doll.
Yes.
Oh, wait. You're not saying.
Go try it. Is it
How would you like to trade your
Sickler?
tin boat for this?
A doll?
At least the head of one.
Deal! Oh, I'll hug him and kiss him and conquer the world with him.
Prepare to weigh anchor.
This girl concerns me.
But yeah, this game's called Foolish Mortals. It's a point-and-click adventure game that came out last year.
Okay, so... Oh, hello.
Mr. McAllen,
Yes? How do you know my name?
it's a work assignment that brings you to the island. Am I right?
She began staring at me with intense, hypnotic eyes. Disguised within her tailored outfit and tortoiseshell spectacles, she had the crazed look of someone not entirely in touch with reality. That's right.
An auditing job.
Eyes that looked like she was reading my very thoughts. Yes?
And you're late. Days late.
I was beginning to panic. Ned had warned me about the supernatural on this island. Was this person standing in front of me equipped with psychic powers that could read my very thoughts?
No worries.
How do you
She
know
read
all
your
this?
diary.
Are you the witch doctor?
The witch doctor? No. It was written on this telegram that came in for you. It came through a few days ago now. Your boss isn't too happy by the looks of it. Bill Bolam, the taxi driver, telephoned and said I'd find you out here.
You're reading my telegrams?
I'm a newspaper reporter. It's one of the best ways to get a good story.
That's
now, do you want it
illegal.
or not?
If you wouldn't mind.
McAllen, you're late reporting in. I don't remember authorizing the reopening of a cold case, but you better make sure it pays off, or you'll be swapping desks back to the mailroom. Sid Sinclair, Sinclair Auditing Company.
Do you want to send a reply?
What was there to say? My only contact was going to be pushing up daisies by morning, and my one lead was the magazine I'd been carrying with me since heading out. Before I checked in with my boss, I needed some progress to report badly. You know, for now I'll just leave it.
Suit yourself. Sounds like you're up to some fun on the island, Murphy. Be a sweetie and keep me updated so I have something to write about, won't you?
She didn't even wait for a reply before she started striding back through the bayou. She hadn't taken a single thing from me, and yet somehow, I still felt like I'd just been mugged.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We gotta put the chum on the
I
boat.
packed the fish guts into the tin boat. It was the smelliest little ship to sail the 7 seas.
Then we put the boat on the water.
Perhaps this would attract the gator's attention. The hulking mass of scales and muscles lumbered to the edge of the jetty and dangled its toothy jaws over the side, its nostrils flickering at each waft of fish guts. It was the Spirit Queen River. The gator may have been distracted, but one head turn as I walked past, and I'd have a bite taken out of me.
Oh, okay. Here's where we get this involved.
Yep.
With a splash that would be the envy of any cannonballing kid at a pool party, the irritable reptile disappeared into the murky bayou. I just hoped it didn't hold a grudge.
I will get my revenge, Murphy. Fish.
The taxidermied fish looked like it was barely hanging on to the rotting wooden frame. Deciding it would be better coming with me, I picked it up. And in doing so, tore a long hole in its previously stitched up seam. The plaque read, "My beloved Bernie, heartfelt wishes, now you sleep with the fishes."
Yep, that's very Haunted Mansion right there.
The writing on the paddle wheel said in fancy painted letters, "The Spirit Queen."
Oh, wait.
Spirits and specters from realms yet unknown, guide to me the wanderer who searches alone. Welcome, Murphy McAllen.
How do you know my name? Have you been reading my telegrams too?
I have no need for such trivial paperwork. I have eyes all over this island. Now it's time for me to see you for myself. Come, step into the light.
I'm gonna leave this place
I
turned
know
into
a
a
lot
frog, aren't
about
I?
you, Murphy. Unknown parents, a childhood spent in orphanages. I know things about you even you don't know.
How do you know all that?
My name is Dr. Moray. I am a conjurer, a shadow man, a controller of spirits that balance the line between life and death. And those spirits whisper to me. But for now, it's your time to talk, Murphy. Tell me why you've come to my humble abode.
I've been told you could help me.
That depends on what you seek.
I kept telling myself that the doctor's theatrics didn't convince me. That there must have been a logical reason why he knew what he did. But with how skittish the locals were, humoring him seemed like my only chance of learning more. I'm looking for the $13 million that went missing from the Belmore accounts. I'm an auditor in the company I work for.
Murphy, do you take me for a fool? I know what your mind sees when your eyes are closed. Tell me, Murphy, what do you dream of?
I can say, but I don't think it's appropriate for YouTube. I mean, technically, this covers both. Also, hi, Lumi.
Hi, Lumi.
I dream about finding the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
I see that spirit within you, hungering for more than an auditor's life. And I know you've dreamed about that treasure every night since you first read the story. Tell me I'm not right.
It's like the treasure is calling out for me to find it.
Many have sought the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. All have failed. Some, it is said, have perished in the process. Do you know what happened at Belmore Manor all those years ago?
The ghost story? I've read it, but I don't know how much of it is really true.
All of it.
Please.
Dark magic runs throughout Belmore.
This would be a great time for a song, I'm just saying.
The house was built by the Belmore brothers, 3 merchants from England, who made their fortune trading across the Caribbean. Xavier Belmore, an explorer. Yardley Belmore, an actor. And Cecil Belmore, a scientist. Their parents dead for many years, they each loved and cared for their young sister, Abigail. Abigail met a young sailor who worked aboard her brother's ships, and in less than a year, he proposed. The engagement was a scandal. Despite having the pick of any eligible bachelor in high society, her hand and her share of the Belmore fortune was to go to a commoner. Because of their unconditional love for their young sister, the Belmore brothers sanctioned the union. But people began to wonder if Abigail was being locked into marriage, whether by blackmail or black magic. The 3 proud brothers planned a grand wedding, but in the months leading up to it, one by one, each of the brothers was lost, presumed dead. And yet the wedding was still to go ahead. And with Abigail set to inherit the entire Belmore fortune once she came of age, people began to wonder whether the sailor was not a perpetrator, but a pawn. On the morning of the wedding, Abigail summoned the sailor to her chambers. "I don't love you," Abigail declared. "I never loved you." And before the guests gathered in the house, Abigail declared that she would marry another on that same evening. John Rackham, first officer of the Belmore Trading Company, would be her new groom. Except that didn't happen. That night, everyone in the house suddenly and mysteriously vanished.
The house was aboard and most uncommon.
Perhaps it was the last revenge of the scorned sailor. In the house that night was a heart that would be broken, a victim who would be tricked, and a force that would unleash evil. But no one knows exactly who each was. If you want to find the treasure, Murphy, you'll have to find out.
You're telling me that all of that actually happened?
And so much more, Murphy. Mysteries you have yet to uncover.
Dr. Morey's performance was gripping, but it seemed like something out of the vaudeville shows I'd snuck into as a teenager. Grifters peddling magic spells, fortune-telling, and miracle elixirs. At least that's what I tried to tell myself. And the treasure, is that real too?
It is as real as you are, Murphy. And someone went to a lot of trouble hiding it.
Can you help me find it?
I can. If you can prove your dedication to the search, I will need you to retrieve something from inside the house. A small leather pouch called a gree-gree still lies inside Abigail Belmore's bedroom. We will need it if I'm to help you. This will get you inside.
Talks prepare to get cards. Find the key, oh how happy you'll be.
You're not gonna pull a rabbit out of your
Okay,
hat for the
card
next
up,
trip,
please.
I do not do tricks, Murphy McCallan. You'll soon learn this. The Belmore estate lies at the end of the northeastern peninsula of Devil's Rock. Find that gree-gree and bring it back to me.
Look, it's a Haunted Mansion game. Can you really blame me?
I'll be here when you return. And Murphy, this
I figured I'd give
ghost
you these.
story? Now it's your story, too.
Okay.
I just really like the backgrounds in this game.
Yeah,
They're so good.
I'm gonna say it. I mean, I very rarely will think otherwise, but I do really wish that this game was a musical. Because, like, imagine if that backstory was delivered in song.
Yeah. You get one song and it's pretty good. So.
Okay. Bird.
Oh my god, you Newman.
Framed by trees and lit by moonlight, Belmore Manor stood imposingly in the still night air. Even without any lights on, it felt like something inside the house was calling me.
You notice that it's a mix of all the manors.
Well, this, like, first I noticed that's based on the logo of the trading company on Big Thunder Mountain. And then, yes.
Well, I mean, it is the Belmore Trading Company.
Yeah, exactly. And yes, it's a little mix of all the manors, and particularly the angle the manor is facing compared to the entrance.
It's like I believe it's like Disneyland, right?
Yes.
But yeah, I really like how the manor looks in this.
I considered wading into the pond, water up to my waist, squelching my way through the reeds and mud, past frogs, bugs, and water snakes. Then I realized I had absolutely no reason to do that.
Or do you?
From the outside, I couldn't spot any clues to the location of the Belmore treasure. I needed the key to open it.
Oh, you're really gonna make me do that, okay?
With a
Yeah,
deep breath,
duh.
I placed
It's
the
a
key
point and
into the
click.
lock of the house I'd been thinking about for weeks and turned it.
I don't know why. I found that door opening sound effect very funny.
Hello? I don't know if I expected a reply, but with only an echo in response, it seemed like nobody was home. I hope that was just the wind.
It was the wind. Oh, hello.
An orb appeared seemingly from nowhere, glowing and shimmering with energy, simultaneously captivating and terrifying. It was like it had a presence, an aura that I couldn't explain. My first instinct was to look for smoke and mirrors, but this illusion was right before my very eyes, one that I could reach out and touch.
Don't touch it.
You don't touch, you ponder.
Yes, yes, just follow Maleficent. So I have to go after the orb. No other way, right?
Well, all the other doors are locked right now.
Yeah, I figured.
It was a painting of Abigail Belmore, hauntingly beautiful.
Are these doors the same or different?
They're both the same.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but
oh man, I thought this was gonna be the stretching room.
This was strange. I didn't remember seeing any lights on when I was outside the house.
Go into the light, Murphy.
Walking into the room, I realized it must have been Abigail's bedroom. I was in the right place. Somewhere in this room was the Gree-Gree, and I needed to find it. Lighting the fire may have warmed the room, but it couldn't take away the chill I felt standing there. I took the poker from the hook.
Oh, hello.
Get out.
I hope that was my imagination.
I do kind of appreciate that there was no subtitles on that one.
yeah.
I wedged the poker in the grate, and with all my might, pulled. I picked up the object that had been glinting in the fireplace and discovered it was a jeweled brooch.
Aha!
The brooch fitted snugly into the indentation in the music box. With a small click, the music box opened and revealed the contents it had held untouched for more than 30 years.
I am Sismert.
The small leather bag was just as the witch doctor had described. It was hard to imagine what could be so important about it.
Madam?
You should not be here!
Wait, I can explain.
You don't belong here!
I don't mean any harm.
Get out! Get out!
Well, it's not the attic, but...
Hey, look, you got it in
With
the
good
pond.
fortune, the
Yay.
pond had broken my fall. It was a strange
Damn.
juxtaposition, wiggling goldfish out of my underwear as I tried to process the fact that I'd just been the victim of an attempted murder by a ghost bride. The stories were true, so that meant the treasure might be real as well. And now I had the Gree-Gree. It was time to return to the Spirit Queen.
Like, even with a pond, that distance should have at least injured him.
Murphy, did you find it?
I saw her. I saw the bride. She tried to kill me.
I told you it was true. Now, do you have the Gree-Gree?
Yes, I found it.
Good. Good. Now, do you believe what I've been telling you?
I'm starting to. Why did she try to kill me?
There are some spirits that, even in death, do not wish to give up what they amassed in life. The question is, are you strong enough to persuade them?
I would be if they'd give me a chance to ask them.
Precisely. That will be our next step.
Oh boy. This is the Necronomicon.
A manuscript for a voodoo spell? A spell to help me find the treasure?
A spell to reveal those who know where it is. There are many things on this island that have gone unseen. Stories that have been left unheard. at least by mortals. But I commune with realms beyond. Let me introduce you to a friend. Out of the shadows, the cursed and the damned, return now, my servants, to do my command!
Oh, baby, cursor.
I have returned to you, Master.
Loa, this gentleman wishes to find the lost treasure of Belmore Manor. Tell him how this can be done.
Only inhabitants of the house know where the treasure lies. Their spirits still within its walls, trapped between life and death. To ask them, those spirits must be pulled back to the mortal realm.
And that is what our spell will do, Murphy. A summoning spell to unveil the ghost trapped within the house.
7 ingredients place inside, tie closed and then unseal. Within the focus what may hide, this spell will soon reveal.
Once you've collected all 7, we can summon the ghosts of Belmore Manor. Once we've summoned the ghosts, we can ask them exactly where the treasure was hidden. You have served me, Loa. Be gone.
That seemed kind of pointless, but okay.
Okay, but it's badass.
That, Murphy, is your goal. Find the 7 ingredients named in the Voodoo manuscript, place them in the Gree-Gree, and return to the Spirit Queen. Are you up to the task?
I think so.
Excellent. Then there's just one thing left to do. The Gree-Gree that you carry is not yours. It was stolen from the spirits. And an artifact of voodoo will only work for its rightful owner. To be used, it cannot be stolen. It can only be bought, or traded, or inherited. Fortunately for you, the spirits and I are willing to make a trade for something symbolic of your spirit. The spirit that yearns to escape its humdrum life. If you want the Gree-Gree to be rightfully yours, what do you have to offer in exchange for it?
There are so many stupid answers that I could give.
I would say go for the stupid answers first.
Would the spirits trade the Gree-Gree for this?
Do you dare insult me, Murphy? What I offer is far more valuable than a few measly coins.
Would the spirits trade the Gree-Gree for this?
This is no Mardi Gras fish fry, Murphy McCallan.
Okay. Like, I think the answer is either the magazine or the pocket watch.
I was gonna say do the magazine first.
Okay.
Would the spirits trade the Gree-Gree for this?
I know far more about the house than what is on that fish wrap, Murphy McCallan.
It's a feast wrap.
Alright, so it's gotta be the pocket watch.
Yep.
I hid this uncomfortable hunk of metal up my ass.
What about this?
A pocket watch. A symbol of the life that doesn't satisfy you. A symbol of lost time. Dare you give it up?
I think I can do without it.
Then cast it into the spirit pool.
No.
The spirits have deemed it a satisfactory trade. The Gree-Gree and its powers are now rightfully yours to wield. You are ready now, Murphy. Head out to the island and retrieve the ingredients we need. Then I will show you the final step of the spell.
How am I going to find what I need?
Everything I've ever needed for my voodoo spells, I've found here. It's as though this island draws the supernatural to it. The bayou, the beach, the town, the manor, all will help you in your search. Tell me, Murphy, have you visited the mill to the north? The fort to the south, the church at the island's heart. The island will lead you to that which you seek. I have no doubt about that.
Oh god, so many new options.
How are the ghosts trapped within Belmore Manor?
The explosion is what sealed their fate. They exist now only as spirits, the form they should take in the spirit realm, and yet they remain here in the mortal realm. The ghosts are trapped in that house, unseen, unheard, and unable to interact with the world around them. This spell will change that.
How is the bride able to attack me when she's supposedly unseen and unheard?
Voodoo works best when attuned to emotion, and the strongest of those emotions can sometimes push beyond the known limits. She must have been very angry with you.
If I summon the spirits of the house, won't I also summon the bride again?
Very true, Murphy. Best be a little more persuasive this time.
What was the explosion that caused everyone to disappear?
It was a
big
tearing in the very threshold
That
between
boom.
life and death. A chain reaction of spirit energy suddenly unleashed by the most violent of emotions. Just as the bride's anger allowed her to manifest in front of you this very evening, think of the rage that must have caused an entire household to explode and vanish.
Who is the creature that you talked to?
That is my Loa, the Loa of the mysteries, the invisibles, the messengers.
My
Is
cheeseburger.
it a ghost?
No, they are the intermediaries
I
between
love that.
humans
I love
and
that
the
blooper in Movie
supernatural.
Review.
There are two planes of existence, Murphy. The mortal realm
You were my
and the spirit
cheeseburger.
realm. Loa can move between them both. With my powers, I can command them when they do.
How did you learn voodoo?
I have always been adept with the mystic arts. Just as you dream of treasure, Murphy, I dream of power. I came to Devil's Rock many years ago, drawn by its voodoo energy, and no sooner than I arrived, the spirit realm began to reveal itself to me, pleading for me to be its master.
Sure. Gotcha.
Why is this island such a focus of voodoo energy?
I suspect the answer to that question already lies in what you're seeking.
What's this riverboat we're aboard?
This is the Spirit Queen. It used to be a pleasure boat, plying the rivers around the island, a den of drinking and gambling. That's how I came to own the boat. A lucky game of chance. But between you and me, Murphy, it's a lot easier to win when you have spirits to control the roll of the dice.
Ah, so you're a cheater.
Sounds like you cheated.
Fate was always gonna bring this boat to me. I just hurried it along.
Oh, sure, yeah, uh-huh.
Don't worry about
Do you
it.
keep an alligator as a pet?
That's right. My dear old Mephistopheles. Blind as a bat, but with the smell of a bloodhound. Good thing he's chained up safely in the boiler room.
No, he isn't. He was out on the jetty when I was trying to get aboard.
Where is he now?
Swimming in the bayou.
Oh dear, not again.
That here.
I'm going to go and find the voodoo ingredients.
Hurry back.
Part 1. The Summoning Spell.
Give it up for part 1!
Yay! Run, Murphy. I said run, damn you! Alright, I guess we just start by exploring the new locations.
Mm-hmm.
The inside of the lumber mill smelled like sawdust and grease. Judging from the overgrown weeds, it clearly hadn't been used in a long time, and yet the lights remained on. hatches were locked. From their shape, I deduced they were for storing lumber, and I wasn't in need of any 2x4s.
I don't know, you never know what you need to swing around.
That and 2x4s are very versatile.
Yeah.
I tried the door, but it was locked.
What is this? An auger?
I picked up the auger from the tool shelf.
Okay. Hold on.
I didn't want to make a hole in that. I didn't want to make a hole in that. I didn't want to make a hole in that.
Well, fuck, man. What do you want to make a hole in?
I will say this. Similar to the alligator puzzle kind of thing.
Yeah, I won't find everything in the same place.
Yeah. And it's a lot
The
of
wood
back
was
and
old
forth.
and rotted.
Right.
It wasn't going to be of any use. And who knew what critters might have made their homes inside the pile?
But if you have any questions, you know I'm here for you. But I ain't gonna tell you anything unless you ask.
I tried to persuade the chicken to come outside, but clearly I was out of cluck.
Boo!
And Xander's not even here for the pun, wow.
That... Oh... That was terrible.
The church door was locked.
That's a tiny-ass church. Oh god. Hey, buddy. Aw, is that for me? You shouldn't have.
I wouldn't say that. There's already a guy in there.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I
Hello?
don't worry about it.
Yeah! God darn it! Don't sneak up on people like that! You frighten the dying daylights out of me.
He looked at me like he'd seen a ghost. Sorry, you seem a little jumpy.
I thought you were that pesky little girl again.
A little girl? That doesn't seem like a reason to be scared.
She's a terror. One of these days she's gonna give me a heart attack. Last week, she showed up with a doctor's note she'd forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just a very deep sleeper. 7 hours I was out here digging him back up, at my age.
And was he sleeping?
Dead as a dodo. Just like that little girl will be if I get my hands on her. Who are you, anyway?
My name's Murphy McCallan. I've just arrived on the island.
Well, welcome, Mr. Murphy. I'm Edgar Kettle. Gravedigger, undertaker, coffin maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep this cemetery running.
I'm looking for the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Oh, a treasure hunter.
Treasure.
Well, let me tell you something, young man. Don't even think about digging up my graveyard. There's no treasure buried here, and I'm already busy enough filling in the holes that are supposed to be here.
Do you know anything about the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
I think it's important to let the dead rest in peace.
But what if they're not in peace?
Well, you got me there. Listen, I think there's more to that story than meets the eye.
It was
You know the
Transformers?
3 brothers went missing, right? Well, if you ask me, I think Abigail Belmore was behind it. She was engaged to a sailor, but nobody like her would go for a commoner.
She might have loved him.
She could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been using him, pretending to love him so he'd do her dirty work for her, bumping off her brothers. Then afterwards, she drops him and goes to marry the officer of the company. Fiendish.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah, just a feeling, that's all. But when you work with cadavers, you kinda get a sixth sense about things.
I see dead people.
Well, yes, you're at a graveyard.
What do you think was behind the disappearance?
Well, the sailor must have found out he was being manipulated, right? Done something to get his revenge.
What do you think he did?
Nobody knows. He could have been working his way through those bodies like a madman. All we know is that everyone in that house disappeared. Tell you the truth, quite relieved they did.
Why's that?
Because if they hadn't disappeared, it would have been this old fool who had to bury him. Saved me a lot of work.
You know, mood.
Did you make this coffin?
I sure did. But this is no more than a pauper's coffin by anyone's standards. The finest the parish pension can buy. Lock them in lumber, leave them to slumber, that's what I say. This'll end up 5 feet under by the end of the night.
I thought it was supposed to be 6 feet.
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a tea break.
I like this guy.
Have you got any spare coffin nails?
No, I don't have any to spare. I've got a backlog of bodies begging for burial. But does the parish increase my funding? Nope. The roof's leaking, my table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the coffins. Take my advice. Don't go into this line of work. Undertaking is a dying business.
Ha!
Do you think I could fit inside the coffin?
Probably not. The gentleman inside might make it a bit of a squeeze.
You mean there's a dead guy inside there?
There better be. I can't afford to be burying empty coffins.
See.
Was the little girl named Mallory Wisp by any chance?
That's her. The peril in a pinafore. She got the whole town thinking I was burying people prematurely. I walked past the school the other day, and they'd made up a jump rope chant about me.
Oh, shit. Oh, this ought to be good.
Oh, what was the chant the school children made up about you?
Edgar, Edgar, crazy feller, just be careful he don't get you. How many bodies did he strive to bury while they're still alive?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I wasn't looking for audience participation.
Sorry, I got carried away. Just like you with the burying.
Oh, fuck.
You see, you understand why I love the writing in this game now. It's so
I'm
good.
surprised Edgar didn't have anything to say about that last comment.
Have you ever accidentally buried someone who was still alive?
Has someone been making accusations again?
No, just making conversation.
Well, not that I know of. When you think about it, how would I know?
Shouts for help, desperate shaking of the coffin.
Look, I haven't sealed anyone up who was chatting with me, let's put it that way. I usually check for signs of life, but everyone takes shortcuts sometimes, don't they? I deserve some rest in peace, too.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hopefully not the guy in the coffin.
Not funny.
I don't know. It's kind of funny in a fucked up sort of way.
You understand why I like this game now,
I
right?
best be running along.
Don't drop dead. I don't want anything else on my to-do list.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it. I scanned the headstones for anything of note, but didn't know what I was searching for. I scanned the headstone. I scanned the head. I scanned the.
I scanned the.
I scan.
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not a doorknob, not a keyhole. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
Okay.
Hurry up with the barrels, Morris. We gotta get these unloaded before anyone sees us.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Musket? I don't think we should be using a church as our hiding place.
You're not being paid to think, Morris. You carry those barrels in here and let me worry about the theological implications. This place has been abandoned for decades. There's nobody around.
Nobody living, maybe. What if there's ghosts, boss?
Darn it, Morris. If brains was dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your nose. Now get unloading. And keep an eye out for anyone snooping around.
What if someone catches us?
If anyone asks, we're the new clergy. We tell them these barrels are full of communion wine.
I thought we was rum runners, not wine runners, boss.
Communion rum, then.
Ah, gotcha.
Remember, St. Juniper's Church is a place to get closer to God. And if anyone questions our alibi, We make sure that happens.
The pair of rum runners looked like the human personifications of the dish and the spoon from Hey Diddle Diddle. The gangly spoon bossing around the rotund dish as it carried barrels effortlessly from the jalopy and into the church. As it turned out, nursery rhyme characters become a lot more intimidating once they have revolvers.
So, yeah, just Rocky
The
and
barrels were
Muggsy there.
far too heavy for me to lift, though that gorilla of a rum runner had been picking them up like they were cotton balls. The jalopy door was locked. How ironic that the rum runners would take care not to be the target of criminality.
I feel like it's a bad idea to go into the church.
You won't be able to.
Okay. Bring us Captain Jack Sparrow!
Here, kitty kitty. Psst, 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 psst. It was no use. That cat was clearly more entranced by shiny things than the stranger outside the gate.
Shiny things, eh?
The brooch was much too dirty to catch the cat's attention.
Well, fuck.
That didn't work. The cat wasn't going to be interested in that.
I don't know. You ever tried paying off a
I
cat?
could have tried squeezing my arms through the bars, but I already knew the barrel was
Oh,
too
you mean
far
when people
away
buy
to
you,
reach.
buy your Streamlabs cards?
The coat of arms depicted 4 lions surrounding
buy
a central
cards
flower,
still.
topped by a medieval tower.
Yeah, remember, guys, 40 packs of cards for an outfit on Buttercup from Powerpuff Girls Z.
Do you want me to get a picture for that?
You know what? Yeah. Okay, I found absolutely nothing.
I peered into the tide pools, but all I could see was pebbles, sand, and seaweed. There would be no way to cross the causeway back to the mainland until the tide had gone down.
Oh, you missed an item there.
I did?
Yeah. You see it?
Oh.
As I picked up the bottle, I anticipated what could be inside. A brine-stained treasure map, perhaps, or a scribbled plea from a castaway desperately awaiting rescue. Looking inside, I found it was empty. The only writing on it was the embossed glass letters of the Orangello Soda Company.
Okay, we got a bottle.
Murphy McAllen, so you're still here. What have you been up to? Anything newsworthy?
That's none of your business. Don't think I've forgotten your trick with the telegram.
Hey, it's nothing personal. Your business is my business, and my business is news. I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized. Come on, work with me here, McAllen. I need something juicy. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any deep
I had a
personal
terrible joke
secrets
there.
to reveal?
The honest-to-God truth? No.
I need a good story. I can't let something minor like the truth stand in the way of that.
Yeah, my terrible joke. I need something juicy. All right.
Reviewer.
There was
She's
no
not
way I was going to
interested.
get past the newspaper editor to get it. Besides, I didn't know how to operate it.
Yes?
Hi. What are you working on?
One of the most romantic articles this newspaper's ever seen. Francois Fogg, Dead Nettle's local pharmacist, is reuniting with his long-lost love after 14 years apart, thanks to this newspaper's personal ads column.
What a lovely story.
That's right. She mailed in a letter she wanted printed. Her former sweetheart saw it, and now they're on track to see each other again. Eventually.
Eventually?
Well, that's a bit of an administrative issue. In the letter we received, she told him to meet her in her Texas hometown of Magnolia. Due to a tiny typesetting error, He's now on a 6-week voyage to Mongolia. But doesn't it warm your heart how far people will go for love?
That's fucked.
Don't you have more interesting stories to write about?
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly do. Believe me, I've tried to get juicier stories. Scouring the island, doorstop interviews, hiding under windows.
You eavesdrop on people through their windows?
It's called investigative reporting.
It's called invasion of privacy, madam.
I'm doing some research on the treasure of Belmore Manor.
Have you found it?
Well, no, not yet. I've just started looking.
Then don't waste my time. Come back when you've got the goods.
You might not believe this, but I saw a ghost inside Belmore Manor.
You know what? You're right, McAllen. I don't believe it. Really? You've been on this island how long? And you're already starting to sound as loopy as a local.
Have you ever written an article on the disappearance at Belmore Manor?
What a waste of column inches. Leave it. That's my advice. There's no story in it.
No story?
Not one that anyone would believe. And I've got advertisers breathing down my neck.
What do you think went on?
Practically everyone on this island thinks there was some kind of sorcery involved. No one is looking at the reality. If I write up my research, no one on the island will believe me. If I write their wackadoodle theories, I'll be laughed out of the industry.
You can tell me what you've uncovered about Belmore Manor. Trust me, at this point, few things would surprise me.
I heard the Belmore Trading Company was losing revenue. Its profits eaten up by who knows what ventures those brothers had going on. I've seen the records. The company was privately owned, sure, but when you've got pressure building and the sharks are circling, you've got to shore up your defenses. I think that's why the Belmores persuaded Abigail to marry John Rackham.
Marry someone she didn't love?
But he didn't love her either. He was just after the company, so he hires the sailor to seduce her, convince her there's more to life than Devil's Rock. And as soon as she marries Rackham, they split, never to see each other again. He inherits the lot, and she disappears with her lover boy sailor to who knows where.
But why do you think all the guests disappeared?
They bumped them off to cover their tracks. Either one of them could have been sunning it up in Sarasota ever since. But imagine me writing that into a piece of serious journalism.
Did you know Comptroller Grimes?
How could I forget him? The guy was a walking, talking migraine generator.
Surely you shouldn't speak at the dead like
Do you
that.
have any
Why not?
ibuprofen?
I spoke plenty worse about him when he was alive. Anyway, I'm sure everything happens for a reason. And hopefully that reason is to increase my circulation numbers. Everything's connected, you know. Have you ever heard of the butterfly effect? I suspect it works for moths, too, because I can never get the damn things out of here. Some people say that if a man breaks wind in Alabama, it can cause a hurricane in Fiji.
I think I shared a train car with that guy on my way here.
Okay.
I think I better be going.
Keep your eyes peeled for a story, McAllen. There are secrets on the island. And it's my job to run advertisements next to them.
I don't know why. There's something about the way she talks that just makes me think of Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, there were some items you can grab from there.
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
Scissors.
I picked up the scissors. With her stunt at the bayou, I figured she owed me one. I picked up the twine. Maybe she owed me two.
Ha.
Don't even think about it. The spring on that printing press looks like it's going to blow at any moment.
That's it for now.
Hey, you can't come back here.
Sorry.
Okay, so I've got some scissors, some twine, an empty bottle. Okay, I could work with this, maybe.
You're still, like, there's still a few items you are missing for, like, certain parts, but you can technically get the rum and the coin right now. By the way, whenever you get an item for the Gree-Gree, you just drag it into the Gree-Gree.
Okay.
You have an item for the Gree-Gree, by the way.
I do?
Yeah. You have a coin.
Is there a way I can just read this?
It was a manuscript that looked hundreds of years old. It was a manuscript. It was a single coin made of silver.
So...
That wasn't going to work.
Oh, wait.
I placed the dime into the Gree-Gree. That would work as the silver coin.
And what's really nice is if you look at the list, go back to the list thing on the thing.
This?
It'll cross out
Oh, fuck
when you
yeah.
have it. So it'll let you know kind of thing.
Okay. And also, hey, check it out. We're at Blue Bayou.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was invisible, as though if he ignored me hard enough, there was a chance I'd disappear. I said good evening?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me.
There's no one else here.
Wishful thinking on my part. Have you taken a wrong turn, sir?
I'm just having a look around.
Well, make it a quick one, and I shall need to know your name.
Murphy McAllen, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
My name is Felix Greer, maitre d', bartender, and acting manager of the Captain's Club. When Mr. Perkins has the night off?
Oh, it's worse. It's not Blue Bayou. It's Club 33.
Yeah, I was about to say.
What is this place?
This, sir, is the Captain's Club, a private members club for current and retired sea and riverboat captains. We are highly exclusive. Are you a captain?
He asked with a smugness that told me he already knew the answer.
I thought not. Then may I recommend a swift exit? You'll find a convenient egress to your starboard side. If you like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction, sir. And
Kick?
don't feel a need to stop walking until your ankles get soggy.
Wow! What an asshole!
I'm looking for the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Oh, goody! Another young adventurer seeking fame, fortune, or some combination of the two. Just the local color Dead Nettle has been lacking.
What do you know about the lost treasure?
Do you think you're living in a storybook? Weathered maps, talking parrots, X marks the spot? Grow up, you silly boy. Captaincy is a noble skill that doesn't need to be trivialized with childish tales of lost treasure.
I'm sorry, I believe it's pronounced treasure.
Well, clearly he's not a captain. He's not going to know it's pronounced treasure.
Fair.
You must have some thoughts on the disappearance.
On moonlit nights, when the waves crash against the rocks, the captains of this club trade yarns about this very mystery. Did you know Abigail Belmore's fiancé was a sailor who worked on the ships? Some of the old boys here even worked with him. They say he loved her, as true as a captain loves the sea. But she was a temptress, a siren. She scuttled that sailor's heart, consumed by a voodoo premonition that she had to fulfill. More beautiful than a mermaid, and twice as fishy.
What did she do?
After months of engagement, she broke it off and chose to marry an officer of the company instead, on their very wedding day.
Why did she do that?
The rumors I've heard are that they discovered something in the Caribbean, something wicked, something that consumed them and drove them to heinous acts. The Belmore brothers swore their crew to secrecy, and the men were loyal to their word. But the rot in the rope was that sister, Abigail. People say that whatever they discovered took hold of her. With the sailor's broken heart and the officer's resources, she was about to unleash something terrible. Until the disappearance halted her evil plans.
Do you think that's true?
Of course not. It's all nonsense. But the captains do love to outperform each other with such tales on a dull evening.
What makes you think I'm not a captain?
For one thing, you lack the grizzle, the crustiness, the essential R of a captain.
How do I get those?
Years of exposure to saltwater and a sullen, uncooperative crew, I should think. Do you even have a boat?
Actually, I did have one earlier this evening, but an alligator fell on it. Admittedly, it was only 3 inches long.
It isn't the size that matters, sir. It's the motion of the ocean. Tell me, have you ever captained a three-rigger through a tropical typhoon? Have you ever run the rapids of the Mississippi without hitting a single reef? Wind in your sails, fire in your furnace, waves beneath your keel?
Have you?
Well, it's a little complicated.
In what way?
I get seasick.
I traveled down the bayou in a log made for 6 people once. Does that count?
Is there any way to prove I'm a captain?
You might show me your captain's license. As I'm sure you know, the state of Louisiana requires all captains of both river and sea to carry one. But don't try to foist off a fake on me. Last week we had someone present a license with a photograph distinctly unlike their contemporary appearance. The photograph was clearly of someone a good deal older than them, with more facial hair, and most importantly, one less eye.
You know, I quite like being out at sea.
Oh, really, sir?
Bobbing along the ocean waves, up and down, like one of those roller coasters at Lunaland. Up and down and up and down.
If sir would please be quiet. Else I expect there'll be a few waves of something coming out of my mouth any moment.
What are you talking?
We make him vomit, and while he's distracted, we run in.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? This voice actor's only known for like voicing that one, Marty in like the Back to the Future game.
That is the only thing I've ever heard of him.
He's Gambit in Marvel Rivals.
Is he?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Now I'm curious, what else has he been in?
Okay, so it looks like he's the more modern Gambit voice because he's in a lot of other things. He also voices, let's see, ones that you'd probably know. He was Han Solo in Lego Star Wars.
Okay.
I don't know that. Scrolling. He's Lotor and James Griffin in Voltron, like the newer Voltron.
Okay, I haven't seen that, so.
Let's see. He reprises his role as Marty in a Back to the Future pinball machine. Like it just says Back to the Future pinball video game.
Like I would have. The only other thing I would have expected him to reprise Marty in was DLC for Lego Dimensions.
Let's see. I'm looking at other stuff.
Like, supposedly they didn't actually get Michael J. Fox for that.
Oh, guys, no, he has the best role ever.
Huh?
So, he voices Barry B. Benson in the B-Movie game.
Oh my god!
You like jazz?
You like jazz? God, imagine being hired as fucking Jerry Seinfeld sound alike.
No, it's, you know what, voice acting is a spectrum.
It really is.
Paste a picture of Gambit from Marvel Rivals, Barry Benson at the other end, in the middle.
And what?
And in the middle is Murphy.
Oh, God. It's like, what do these three have in common?
Is the club busy tonight?
Well, we haven't opened yet, but if it's like last week, it'll be quite the lively soiree. I could barely keep up.
The members here like to have a good time?
That's right, sir. Both of them. This town sure isn't what it used to be.
What's happened to Dead Nettle?
Do you think you've wandered into the Tourist Information Center? I can assure you, you'll never meet a tourism official who dresses with this much panache. Stuart LePew, head of the Devil's Rock Historical Society, looks like a thrift store had a crisis of conscience and threw up on him.
I was just hoping to talk to someone so obviously knowledgeable about the area.
Well, yes, that is true. I am plagued with an encyclopedic knowledge of the locality. My concierge duties require it. I have a spiel.
Felix pushed out his chest like this was his moment in the limelight, his eyelids half closing as he performed before imagined crowds.
Welcome, hardy traveler, to our quaint port town of Dead Nettle. Once this town you see around you was a hub of commerce, a beacon for ships bravely navigating between America, Europe, and the Caribbean. With the unfortunate dissolution of the Belmore Trading Company, our town has settled into a quieter life, perfect for the sailor ready to hang up their cap. We hope that you enjoy your time in our cozy town, and perhaps explore some of the local sites here in Dead Nettle. Well...
Excuse me?
I was expecting applause.
Wee!
I best be casting off.
Don't feel the need to rush back, sir.
Dick.
There was nothing in the fountain except a rim of moss and dirt that made it look like a stained toilet.
Ew. Oh, the doubloons are open. Two gold
Oh, my second customer of the night. I don't know if I can handle such a rush. Welcome, young man, to Doubloon's Jewelry. Oh, the riches to fill your breeches. Jewels, silver, gold, the finest things for you to behold. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name's Murphy McCallan.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. My name's Jasper Crumb, owner and proprietor. Are you looking for something valuable while you're here on the island?
Funnily enough, I am.
Is there a special someone in your life? Looking for an apology gift, perhaps? I've sold more missed anniversary necklaces and drunken fumble earrings than I can count.
No, I don't need anything like that.
Then how about something for yourself? You look like a working man. Could I interest you in a pocket watch?
I just got
Actually, I had one up until about an hour ago. Traded it to a glowing green guy for a magic pouch. As the words left my lips, I realized I sounded like a character from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Pardon me?
I'm just here to browse.
Browse away, young man. I'll be here if you need me.
The cabinet proudly displayed all manner of gold and silver creations, watches, necklaces, pendants, and more, all made in-house by the jeweler. The cabinet was filled with precious jewels, geodes, and fossils next to a small sign that read, Treasures of the Earth. The cabinet was filled with used jewelry, rings, brooches, necklaces, and more. Even second-hand, I would have had to save for years to afford any of them.
Mood. Buy more cards.
Jewelry's expensive, guys.
It really is.
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live goldfish around with me.
You know what? Hold on.
I needed to think of something else.
Damn. All right, let's go fishing.
That didn't work.
Damn. Can we put it in the bottle?
The neck of the bottle was far too narrow for the pudgy little goldfish to swim through.
Damn it.
Pudgy.
Maybe if we make it smaller.
Don't kill the goldfish.
I wasn't gonna kill it. Just gonna just give it a little snip.
But they need those to swim.
Have you ever seen Finding Nemo? He had a little gimpy little fin, and it was just fine.
Reviewer.
Yes.
Get over here.
No. 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 No.
You do not hurt the fishy.
Why must you bite?
Because you won't listen unless I do.
There was no reason to use the microscope without something to magnify.
Hold on.
I didn't need to look at that more closely. While the microscope was meant for jewelry, I was confident I'd already revealed this brooch's secrets.
Ooh, hold on.
I didn't need to look at that more closely.
Damn it.
I didn't need to.
Okay, I'm obviously gonna need that for something.
Robbing a jewelry store really wasn't my style.
Coward.
Even if I could reach it, it was probably better for the jeweler to operate equipment like that.
Ooh, hold on.
Also, I was like, interact with the
Excuse me,
swan
would you be able to polish a brooch for me?
Let me take a look. Oh, well, 18-karat yellow gold, filigree wirework in a handcrafted floral motif, and round, brilliant cut ruby, if I'm not mistaken, made to fit a music box?
That's right. How did you know that?
I know my own handiwork anywhere. Now, how did you get a hold of it?
Oh, just a gift.
What a generous gift indeed. Well, we do offer free polishings on all items purchased here, so I'd be very happy to shine her up for you. Please, bear with me for a moment.
I inspected the carving. Its woodworm-dotted surface and water-stained edges suggested it had once been much more than a deck.
There we go, shining like a firefly's rear end.
Okay, that had to be an active
I'm afraid the
reference to
clasp
Princess
on the
and
back
Frog.
is broken off. You weren't planning on wearing it soon, were you?
I wasn't planning on wearing it at all.
There's no shame in indulging yourself every once in a while. Lord knows I can appreciate the comfort and empowerment a pair of hosiery can bring. Anyway, we don't have any replacement clasps in stock.
Hosiery.
But I can put it in order. In the meantime, here's a button magnet that should hold it in place, as long as you're not too vigorous with it.
Thank you. While the microscope
Okay.
I inspected the carving. Its woodworm-dotted surface and water-stained edges suggested it had once been much more than a decorative piece in a jewelry store. Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
How's business tonight?
You're not a millionaire with an enraged fiancé, are you?
I'm not, no.
I didn't think so. Then business tonight is about as lively as a snail drinking decaf. The only other customer I had in here tonight was more interested in the provenance of fossils than the shiny stuff. Booked a private viewing, and then didn't buy anything. Can you believe it? The first time in weeks this shop gets a private viewing, and all they're interested in is bones.
You sell fossils, too?
I sell all the treasures of the earth. If it's under the ground and I can sell it, I'm interested.
I hear Burke and Hare had the same philosophy. What are you selling?
We specialize in jewelry and precious stones. Rings, necklaces, earrings, and brooches in this cabinet to my left. Gems, geodes, and fossils in this cabinet to my right. You'd be surprised at how much of an impact some stones can make. My family can tell you that. We also offer a free polishing service on all purchases from the shop. Just bring it in and we'll shine it up for you. Our little thank you to our loyal customers.
How do you know what jewelry was purchased here?
I handcraft everything this shop sells. I have an encyclopedic knowledge of our wares, Mr. McAllen, going back decades.
Damn.
What's the most valuable thing in here?
I suppose that depends on how you value things, doesn't it?
In dollars and cents?
Yes, I used to value things that way. But a lack of business has a way of making you more philosophical about these things. Now I'd say the most valuable thing here is Granny.
Granny? Your grandmother is in here?
That's right. In the fishbowl. Granny is my goldfish.
Aw.
You named your goldfish Granny?
Yes, it was the most wondrous thing. The same day my grandmother Bethesda died, I was out at the local fun fair, and I won this goldfish on the ring toss. When we got home, every time we mentioned Bethesda, that little fish jumped out of the water and back on in. We think Granny's passed on into that fish. What do you think?
I mean this with no disrespect, but I think that's the craziest thing I've come across tonight, and I had a ghost bride trying to kill me.
We all have our quirks.
But don't goldfish only live for a few years? If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime around the middle of the last century.
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, Granny's spirit hops into a new fish. We must be on Granny number 44 by now.
Damn.
I'm looking for lost treasure.
I'd say you found it. Everything inside these four walls is a treasure, handmade to the finest quality.
I mean a specific treasure. The lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Well, if you find it, bring it in here for an appraisal. I'll give you a good price for it. But that's a pretty big if, isn't it?
What do you know about Belmore Manor?
Oh, it's a tragedy what went on there. But I know what I think. Black magic.
Black magic?
That's right. While some of us make an honest living around these parts, there are others who are lured in by the darker depths of the sea.
Who do you think that was?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Abigail used to stop by here all the time, taking a gander at the rings and the necklaces. She was a lovely young girl who always saw the best in people.
Yeah,
Mr.
like their
Rackham,
intestines.
He was a model for how to run a good business. Honest and decisive. Now, that only leaves one person, doesn't it?
The sailor?
Exactly. I'd heard rumors about black magic going on inside Belmore Manor. I think he was casting his spell on Abigail, making her fall in love with him. Why else would someone as rich as her want to marry someone like him? He certainly couldn't afford the rings and necklaces that caught her eye. I think, come the night of the wedding, she wised up. That's why she decided to marry Mr. Rackham after all, a much more responsible choice for the company.
Yeah, I'm realizing all these people are very materialistic. Like, nobody believes that she actually fell in love with the sailor.
What's the carving on the front of your counter?
That is the genuine stern carving of the Golden Goose, the famous brigantine. I could trace my family's history on the island back hundreds of years, right back to the ship's owner, Captain Bartholomew Crumb. You've heard of him, I expect.
Captain Crumb, the vicious pirate? I read about him as a child.
One of the most successful in the Caribbean. That is, until, as the story goes, he got pursued by a ghost ship.
Ooh.
A ghost ship? Surely that can't be more than a legend.
Then how do you explain this? Without a single shot fired, every sailor aboard his ship fell down dead, victims of an evil pirate who
It was the
wielded a
plague.
black stone. Captain Crumb was the sole survivor.
That kind of just sounds like scurvy.
He escaped undetected in a rowboat, and after days at sea, made it to this very island. After that, he never went to sea again. Instead, he set up this shop with the one chest of jewels he'd managed to carry away. Some of the gems you see around here still date back to that final hoard.
A black stone killed the crew?
Well, so the story goes. I suppose it explains my family's obsession. Not just the gold and jewels that tempt us, but the wicked stones that threaten us.
Why did Captain Crumb come to Devil's Rock to set up his store?
This was his home port. Devil's Rock used to be quite the lawless island. Legend goes he used to hide his treasure along the southeastern coastline. The island is dotted with caves. Plenty of places to hide the loot.
I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
So much treasure. Yeah, there's nothing else I need in here, right?
Correct.
What a nice young man. Isn't he, Granny? I couldn't have put it better myself.
There was 2 of them in there! You saw that, right? There was 2 of them.
What are you talking about?
There were 2 goldfish!
No, you're crazy.
Yes, but that's not the point. I saw it. You saw it too.
Did I?
Yes.
No.
I will go back and show you in the stream talks. Don't think I won't.
Chat, he's going crazy.
Going?
Going more crazy. How about that?
All right. I am willing to take direction.
Okay. So, first off, you're gonna want to go back to, Spirit Queen.
Okay.
Use the poker on the door.
Oh, this is a very useful tool.
The shack door was too sturdy for me to pry open with the poker, but that still left another way in.
The window, I mean. I just know him.
How dare you lie
With a
to
bit
me.
of elbow grease, I levered up the window frame. Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spiderwebs, and to top it, one thing lay undisturbed, a small folded document which I picked up, along with an inadvertent 8-legged companion. Ugh! Those stories and haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Ooh. Oh, hello. Okay. I see exactly what I need to do with that.
Okay, yeah. So, I believe there's another thing you can do here right now, which I think you use the scissors on the sack.
The burlap sack was too thick to cut through with scissors.
Okay, yeah, no, it's then
I didn't
you get
need
a
to cut that.
Hold on.
Okay.
That didn't work.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, now I remember.
I didn't want to make a hole in that.
You also have to remember it's been since November since I played this.
That's fair.
Okay, so you have what you can do for the rum. So let's do the rum first. Go back to the church.
Why is the rum always gone?
Now, before you get the rum, go back to the cemetery. Just because I will forget to say it. You see the little thing, the bellows right near the... Yeah.
That's it?
That'll be a surprise tool for later. Go back to the...
Help us later.
Go back to the church area. Use the auger on the barrel.
Oh, God.
Using the auger, I drilled a small hole in the barrel, and out poured rum.
And now cover it with... Get it with the bottle.
I filled the bottle with rum pouring from the barrel. Relief washed over me at the realization that I'd done it without getting caught by the two rum runners.
Or did you?
You say that.
Hey, Musket! There's someone out here!
Or so I thought.
Hey, fella, what do you think you're doing snooping around here? This is our church, you know, and it's closed.
Just here, just I didn't realize the clergy were equipped with revolvers nowadays.
The choice doesn't matter. Choose whatever you feel is funnier.
I feel like I'm with the Prohibition Bureau. We've got this place surrounded.
Do it then.
I'm with the Prohibition Bureau. We've got this place surrounded.
Officer Moe's 10 feet underwater wearing cement shoes. We made sure of it.
He's being a wise guy, Musket.
Time to fill him full of lead.
But boss, it's bad luck to bump someone off in a churchyard.
Now where'd you hear a nonsensical thing like that?
I thought churches was hallowed ground, where sin and immorality would face supernatural punishment in this world or the next.
Where do you get this stuff from? I told you, I do the thinking in this partnership.
When the dumb character says something smart.
Yeah.
Okay, go back to Belmore Manor.
Alright, very quickly, let me put the rum in the bag.
I poured the rum into the gree-gree.
That feels like a bad idea, but alright.
And interact with the gazebo. Specifically the horseshoe area.
The horseshoe was just out of my reach.
Hold on. This looks like a job for the poker.
I couldn't do that.
Boo!
It's very... You don't have to do anything, actually.
The horseshoe was just out of my reach. From the patina of rust, it was clear the patio set hadn't been used in decades.
That is so dumb.
Ouch!
See, I told you.
So much for good luck. I picked up the horseshoe that had assaulted me. It was heavy, as the bump on my head attested.
Whoa, this is heavy.
Okay, and now we'll sit. That's a surprise tool for later.
God, there are so many surprise tools.
Okay, go back behind the manor now.
Go behind.
There's a back. Yeah, so go back to the manor.
This way.
Yeah, either way.
Looking out over the tranquility of the gardens, its magnolias lit by moonlight, nothing could take my attention away from the macabre sight dangling from the oak tree. A hanged skeleton, its wedding suit little more than tattered rags clinging to bone, and its skull seemingly watching me with hollow, unblinking eyes. An eternal groom without a bride.
Oh, he got something.
The skeleton hung high up in the tree, swaying with each slight breeze. Even from down on the ground, I felt disturbingly close to it.
Hold on.
I was gonna say I
needed to think of something.
I'm gonna
else.
refrain from the thing I said when we were at the Haunted Mansion.
What was it that you said at the Haunted Mansion?
You want me to say it? You'll hate me for it.
I couldn't do that.
Yes or no, sir?
Say it.
Hey, look, it's Sayori.
That's fucked.
Am I not wrong?
You're not wrong, but that's fucked.
I forgot I said that?
Yes, I completely... now that you mention it, I'm remembering it a little bit, but damn. Alright, what do I need to get... I feel like I would need to go into
that is a later a next chapter thing. So you don't have to worry about that. You just continue
Stark
down
trunk
the path.
of the tree didn't offer any possibility of climbing it. The wheel was too heavy to move.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah, no.
The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen it. The rope was too thick for the scissors to get purchase. I would have been hacking away for hours like a nearsighted lumberjack.
Damn it.
No, I'm out of things again. You're gonna come back to this in a bit. We have to get you a knife.
A knife or a knife?
A knife, yeah. So, go to the beach.
The beach?
Go to the beach. He's not here yet, dang it. Yeah.
Alright, I have an idea. Now is that shining enough for you, you stupid cat?
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching the light and reflecting a red beam on the wall.
Okay.
I took a handful of the spilled gunpowder. I placed the gunpowder into the gree-gree.
Alright, bone fragment, coffin nails. Yeah, that explains why it was asked for it. Chalk and black feathers. Yeah, I feel like that's about all I can do here.
Actually, you have enough for the coffin nails right now.
Okay, so go back to the church.
Yeah. So pull out the thing on the table. Put the string on the coffin and and take the jack away.
I could tie the twine to the table, but there wasn't much reason to while the table was sturdy.
Okay, so now I do this.
I tied the twine to the uneven table and took up a hiding spot behind a nearby wall. It was time to wake the dead.
Oh my god.
Hello? Hello? Why is it so dark in here?
Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
Huh? Who's that?
I'm stuck! Help! Help!
Mallory, if that's you again.
Get me out of this thing!
Oh no, not again.
The again in that sentence, though.
Mister, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was told... Mister? Oh, God darn it! Next time I see that girl, I'm gonna have a peewee-sized coffin all ready for her. A few hours locked in one of those should adjust her sense of humor.
Well, yeah, because of oxygen deprivation.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, now they're in the can.
I picked up the handful of discarded coffin nails from the tin. I placed the coffin nails in the gree-gree. Searching the dead man's body was not something I wanted to do.
Loot the bodies!
Searching the dead man's body was not something I wanted to do.
What kind of adventure
Okay,
game
yeah.
protagonist are you?
Okay, so you're gonna want to go back to Ned.
Ned?
Yeah.
Alright.
The stories about Belmore Manor are true. I saw the Ghost Bride inside the house.
Blast it, Murphy. Don't say I didn't warn you. This island has had its fair share of the macabre. The best way to deal with it is to leave well enough alone. Why are you searching for that treasure anyway?
Well, it's my job. The state's claim on that money runs out at 8 a.m., and I'm supposed to find it.
You seem pretty passionate about something that's just for work. What are the odds you draw an assignment like that?
Well, I might have made my own luck there. They wouldn't normally authorize an investigation so close to the statute of limitations running out, especially on a 30-year-old cold case. But thrust a stack of forms in front of the boss 5 minutes before clocking off on a Friday afternoon, and he doesn't care what he's signing.
Let's just hope he wasn't signing your death warrant.
Most of my investigations don't amount to more than counting paper clips in a municipal building or going cross-eyed over receipt rolls in a courthouse. When I found that old case folder tucked behind the filing cabinet, its only lead, a water-stained magazine, talking about a real-life haunted house, how could I pass it up? You didn't tell me the Spirit Queen was a riverboat.
Oh, sure. That thing's been moored up in the bayou with her keel kissing the mud for years. Witch doctor lives aboard her now. Claims to sell all manner of hoodoo and voodoo. But to believe that, you need to be dumber than the bachelor in New Orleans, throwing beads at the Sisters of Mercy.
I spoke with Dr. Moray. He thinks we can make contact with the ghosts.
Moray is a charlatan and a fool. Only got into hoodoo and voodoo a few years ago. Before that, he was an actor over at the Calliope Theater, and not a very good one. He's the only person I know who directed and starred in a one-person production of The Pirates of Penzance. And that's because all the rest of the cast dropped out rather than work with him. He's always been searching for respect and recognition. Who would have known he'd found it by living in the swamp and reeking of incense?
Don't you believe in voodoo?
I certainly do. I just don't think Moray's got any more control of it than the rooster has control of the sunrise. His understanding of voodoo amounts to whatever he's gleaned from one of those horror pictures Ventura Studios puts out at the movie palace. My mama used to know all about it. God rest her soul. Voodoo isn't some made-up Hollywood magic, Mac. Voodoo's a real religion. It's about community, about belonging, and about searching for something more than flesh and blood. It's not the snake oil he peddles.
I might have to look it more into voodoo as a religion. 'Cause that sounds interesting.
What do you think happened at Belmore Manor?
There's a tale I don't like to tell.
Can I persuade you to tell it anyway?
I have a feeling I ain't gonna get any rest until I do. You know about Miss Belmore, the bride, engaged to the sailor? Nah, the way I hear, Mr. Rackham was over the moon with her. Such an upstanding fellow. I won't have a bad word said against him. Now he realized that the sailor was going through terrible lengths to ensnare his bride, and Mr. Rackham tried to save her. I heard that the sailor caught on to this and tricked Rackham into giving the lady a gift. That's what made everything go topsy-turvy.
What was the gift?
There are places in the Caribbean that trade things more elusive than gold. Ungodly things.
Do you think the disappearance was caused by voodoo?
And that's what my mama used to say. If you're not careful, that stuff can go to your head.
No luck fishing?
Not a bite, Mac. The Pengoza fish just ain't snapping for me today. Shame, too, because I'm planning on firing up my grill later. And the tastiest catch in these waters.
How do you catch a Pencosa fish?
With hours of patience and decades of practice. You ever wrestled the rod before?
Just the once. I went fishing on Lake Erie, but the only thing I caught was a cold. What do you do with the fish you catch?
A couple I save for myself, and the rest I sell to the Captain's Club. They fancy them up with lemon lobsters, slawfish, something or other. But everyone knows the best way to cook them is to grill them.
Why won't you hear a word against Mr. Rackham?
He gave me my first work on his island, right here on these docks. And I'm still here to this day. He may have worn a scowl, but you don't judge a banana by its peel with people like him, Mac. When I looked into his eyes, all I saw was ambition.
What work did you do?
Loading and unloading the ships that came in. Of course, they just don't do that anymore. Dead Nettle's a forgotten town. Maybe that's for the best.
Can you give me your knife? Please?
If you exit out of the conversation, you can interact with the knife.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
Hey, Ned, do you mind if I borrow your knife?
If you need it, Mac, just bring it back to me later tonight, would you? If I'm lucky with my catch, I'll be firing up the grill. You're invited to join me, of course.
I think Ned's the best character in the game.
That's a weird way of saying Mallory.
I suppose it would be if that was what I was saying. Alright, back to Belmore Manor.
If you go the other way to the right, it's faster.
Oh well, I'm going here now. Okay. Knife. Oh, it's molasses.
I wasn't going to touch the molasses with my bare hands. With the items I was borrowing across the island, some may have said I had sticky fingers, but this would have made it a little bit too literal.
Ha! Hold on.
The molasses was far too thick and gooey to get into the bottle.
Well, that attitude.
I was gonna say, just remember the molasses. That'll be a surprise tool for later.
Great.
I reached up to the cow skull and dislocated its grisly jaw. I placed the jawbone into the gree-gree.
Alright, what else? What else we got? Chalk and black feathers.
So I won't give you the direct answer. I will say that captain's thing that you got.
Like, I know I have to. Okay. Here's the thing I know what I have to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go to the newspaper place.
Uh-huh.
Get my picture taken.
Mm-hmm.
And put my picture on the captain's license.
Mm-hmm.
How I get her to take the picture is another question entirely.
Why don't you talk to her?
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
Yes?
Hi. I've got a story for you. A big one. There are rum runners at the old church.
Keep your voice down, Motormouth. Do you want us to end up in the obituaries?
I thought you wanted a real scoop for the Gazette.
I do, just not one that gets me on the wrong side of the mob in the process. Pigeon elected mayor, cow does the high jump. Those are the types of stories that get eyes on the front pages.
But I thought journalists had a duty towards truth, justice, and society.
Where'd you get that poppycock idea? My duty is towards the circulation numbers. And while I'd love a shocker of a story, I'd rather not become the story, if you catch my drift.
Well, damn.
Would you take my photograph?
Do you know how much the chemicals cost to develop those photographs? I'm on a limited budget here, McAllen. Unless you've done something notable, you're not getting into print.
What's in those filing cabinets?
Past issues of the paper, going all the way back to 1858. Of course, things were a lot more interesting when Dead Nettle was thriving. People, ships, and cargo coming and going. Lots to report on back then. More than the dregs I have to dress up now.
Why did the ships stop coming to Dead Nettle?
The Belmore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold off. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
Do you have any back issues featuring the Belmore Manor wedding?
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding, and disappeared along with everyone else. The newspaper had to close up shop for months while it was restaffed. This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
I think I better be going.
I've got my eye on you, McAllen.
Could you take my photograph for this captain's license?
What do you think this is, a boudoir studio? Would you like a feather boa and a pair of high heels for your session? Don't waste my time. I only take photographs of people who are newsworthy.
Take my photo or I cut you.
I was gonna say, why don't you go talk to Ned?
Ned again?
Yeah, trust me.
Okay.
There was like a scale thing over there. Why don't you interact with that scale?
To make use of that, I needed something to weigh.
Okay. Well, horseshoe?
That wasn't going to work.
I don't know.
I hung the fish on the scales.
You caught a pincosa? They're the most delicious fish around here, especially grilled. But you'll never beat Squib's record.
Squib?
Jebediah Squibb, the Cajun catcher he calls himself. Last week at the Dead of the Docks, Squibb caught the heaviest pincosa on record. Got his photograph on the front page of the newspaper and everything. Now how am I gonna rest while he brags and boasts about it every single night?
With its
Is there a
innards
way to
made of
make it
cotton and
heavier?
material scraps, the fish's weight was distinctly unimpressive.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
With the ripped seam as an opening, I placed the horseshoe inside the taxidermied fish. Now it was heavy.
Aha! I am so smart. SMRT.
What's also good is I'm giving you vague hints that help you figure things out.
Does that say what I think it does? You been holding back on me. That breaks Squibb's record.
McAllen,
Ah!
how does it feel to have decimated the town record in your first few hours on the island?
How did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now, I'm asking the questions here. Where'd you get the fish, McAllen?
Well, it was a mighty battle on the southern coast. Its fins strong as a motor, its mouth as fierce as a tiger's.
Tiger
I paused
fight, tiger
dramatically
fight.
to allow my fishing prowess to wash over them.
What rod did you use?
Wooden one?
I mean, what make?
You know, I didn't use a rod.
You caught the fish without a rod?
It was more one-on-one. Mono, fisho.
You wrestled a fish?
Fist fit
And I won.
Well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story in the next edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette. And this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
Hi, it's Andrew.
Hey, buddy.
I've got to hand it to you, Mac. That fish is a whopper. I don't know how you got it, but as long as it keeps Squibb quiet at the porch party tomorrow, I ain't complaining.
Alright. Now, give me my photo.
Murphy, have you seen the cover of the evening edition? I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple,
Oh my god, are we getting
unsophisticated.
Murphy's
Makes it
origin
all the more
story?
surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it framed.
That'll cost you.
Evelyn seemed busy, and I didn't have anything else to ask her.
Hey, those cost money, you know.
But it has my photograph on it.
The Do Not Serve board down at Spinelli's bar has my photograph on it. But that doesn't mean I can just pick it up and walk out with it, does it?
Damn.
I wish we knew what she did.
I'd like to buy a newspaper.
Finally, I get something out of you loitering in here. That'll be 1 cent, please.
Damn.
A whole cent?
You know, those pennies are
I
rare
picked
now.
up the newspaper. The fewer people that saw it, the better.
It's so dumb, right?
Okay. Okay, so first off, we gotta talk about that picture.
What?
That stare is more dead-eyed than the fish.
I have two jokes. Double surprise! And prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
So, last
Prolonged
week's
eye
record-breaking catch of the Pensacola fish by local fisherman Jebediah Squibb has been rapidly smashed by newcomer to the island's state auditor Murphy McAllen. And the squib had managed to catch the heaviest Pingoza fish and the records began nearly 8 decades ago, damn.
Holy moly.
But proved no match for the vagrant newcomer. With a face dribbling with naivete, simplicity, and bewilderment. Tell us how you really feel. Murphy McLean.
They even spelled his name wrong. It's Murphy McAllen. Which they did it right in the first paragraph.
Yeah.
She just didn't give a shit. I love that.
Struggled to find the words to communicate his unlikely accomplishment. Was beginner's luck, foul play, whatever it was, we could be confident it wasn't fishing prowess, as Murphy McCarran.
Oh my god.
Looks the type more likely to be at the hook and the end of the rod than the handle. Murphy McAuliffe.
Oh my god.
His response, presence on the island, sure to provide amusement for us all. And we wish him well on his investigations here. But how long will his record last?
That's a good question.
Information wanted about a missing...
Yeah, see, if you see it's in 1933 is the year. He was able to take a taxi all the way over here for less than $1.
I needed a way to cut it out.
Like, I think it was because
I cut my
89
photograph out of the
cents.
newspaper.
No, holy cow.
Just stares into your soul.
It was the photograph of myself I'd cut out of the newspaper. I wish I'd posed better.
Don't we all?
Now that you have one knife, though, you
I was
can
going
cut
to
that
need
sack.
something adhesive to stick it in with.
Of course, now I need fucking glue.
Yeah, just trust me. Go to the thing and then go back to the mill after that. But just go to Spirit Queen first.
Where was it? Spirit Queen?
Yeah. Knife.
I cut into the sack with the knife, revealing it to be full of corn. I took the corn from the sack.
Okay, I see where that's going.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we go back to the mill. Take the corn. Go to the chicken coop.
I scattered the corn on the path. Mere seconds later, it attracted the attention of the curious chicken.
Oh my god, will the chicken answer the age-old question?
It's crossing the road.
Oh my god! That's it. That's why I
Now
went
that
to the other
chicken was
side. They
enjoying
got
the
corn?
fresh air, there was nothing of interest in the chicken coop. I was glad nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different.
Well, I mean, we can fix that.
Meh.
I mean, you ever heard about what happens with a chicken with his head cut off?
I may have needed feathers, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to hurt the chicken to get them. If the chicken didn't want me to touch it, perhaps a blast of air could do the trick.
I am so smart. SMRT. Okay, now I need to make them black.
I mean, there's that stuff that was dark in color that could, that's very sticky.
Oh, God. You know, this isn't usually how tarring and feathering goes.
I'm just here. I have no idea what the flying fart's even happening.
It's
We're
okay,
searching for
Pat.
treasure.
We're searching for treasure.
Ooh, treasure.
That didn't work.
Oh, wait, no, it's not that then. It's the... But you do need the molasses.
Okay, how do I collect it?
Just put your picture on it. I'm getting puzzles mixed up. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I touched the back of the photograph to the molasses. Thanks to the stickiness of the molasses, the photograph adhered nicely to the captain's license.
Damn.
Oh, look at the captain. Not.
Alright, so now we go back to town, and we get into Club 33.
My credentials.
You're telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
I thought you said your name was Murphy McCallan.
That's right.
Then why does this say Captain Knott?
It's a pseudonym for marketing purposes. You've got to stand out nowadays. A cool name's a good way to do that. You didn't think Captain Hook was called Hook before the hand incident, did you? What would the odds of that have been?
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon soiree with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll accept this for tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do please let me know if I can be of any assistance at all. We don't open for another hour, but if you'd like, you can head up now to acquaint yourself.
Yay! Ooh, fancy.
While I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use to me.
Oh, hold on. Chalk!
I picked up the cube of billiard chalk from the edge of the table. I placed the chalk into the gree-gree.
Yay!
The cabinet was locked.
I believe I remember where we have to go now.
The door was locked. The switch seemed to control the ceiling fans.
Okay.
Go back to the fort.
Okay, let me just let me ask
this
this
is why
one.
I do honestly kind of hate point and click adventure games. Come on, you
Okay, but
dumbass. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I believe there's also a map button on the top as well.
All right, where did you say I needed to go?
Go to the port. The port.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I needed to think of something else.
Fuck off.
Okay, no. It's not that. Hold on, let me look it up again. Because it's been a hot minute, like I said. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. Like, honestly, this is always the problem with point-and-click adventure games.
Mhm.
Like, they make sense in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
Warning, solutions will be found within these pages. Only proceed when in dire need. Once it is open, click on the little circle. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, don't. I was gonna say, if you want to get a trophy without not, but I believe the globe is the one that takes you to the map.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to the staircase while the gate was locked.
Hold on. It's a simple matter of
The gate was too well set into the thick stone walls to be dislodged with the screw jack.
Damn. Hold on.
The auger would have been lucky to make a scratch on the bulky lock.
Damn.
Houdini might have been able to use the button magnet to manipulate the mechanism inside the lock and open it. I wasn't Houdini.
You will never be Houdini.
Oh, okay. Go back to the newspaper.
Anything to report?
I'm keeping my eyes open.
Okay.
You see that little like thing next to the printing press, the canister.
Delicately, I dipped the feathers into the canister of ink. When they emerged, they were dyed jet black.
Okay.
Placed the feathers into the Gree-Gree. I'd done it. All 7 ingredients for the summoning spell. Now I needed to head back to the Spirit Queen.
I'm sorry, summoning spell? What?
Oh, boy.
Don't worry about it.
Whatever you do, don't make a deal with the Shadow Man. That's all I can say.
I
Reviewer!
thought I'd find you out
Yeah,
here,
about
McAllen.
that.
Viewer, talks!
How did you
To
get
be
out here before
fair,
me?
Never mind that.
We
This'll
were
be the
left
last time,
unattended.
McAllen, I'm not your secretary. I don't know what you're up to out here, but I'll figure it out soon enough. But for now, let's hurry it up. These shoes are alligator skin, and I don't want the local fauna recognizing an old friend. Another telegram came through for you, marked urgent. Kip said you might be out here.
Is that
My
Jerry?
boss again?
Got it in one.
McAllen, report back immediately. Received word Grimes is deceased. Lack of resources has made this a waste of time. And I've cottoned onto your little stunt with the Friday signatures. When you get back here, sorting mail is gonna be the least of your worries. Sid Sinclair, Sinclair Auditing Company.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On a night when I'd just seen a ghost, this telegram was almost more unbelievable. There was more to the Belmore story than I could have ever imagined. Now I was being pulled away to a job I didn't want to work, and a life I didn't want to live. Maybe it was time to do something a little foolish. Do I still have that prepaid reply?
Sure do. What do you want it to say?
Kiss my ass.
Tell him I quit. I couldn't believe what I'd done. I'd quit my job and opened the first chapter in my own adventure. But without a job, I didn't have a salary. Without a salary, I wouldn't have a place to live. And it suddenly became more important than ever that I find that treasure. For me this time.
You guys
Yay,
can help me
poverty!
pay my salary by buying more
Murphy,
cards.
have you found all 7 ingredients?
I have.
Wonderful! Now it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
What the what?
I have returned, Master. What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus.
The focus of the spell is whatever you are casting it upon. Belmore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Belmore Manor is what you must use to direct the spell.
That's what I use the magazine for.
Murphy,
Mm-hmm.
do you have an image of Belmore Manor we can use? Yes, Murphy, that will work. Place it inside the Gree-Gree as the final ingredient.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the Gree-Gree.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again. Open the Gree-Gree, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
All right, here we go.
With some trepidation, I took the Gree-Gree from my pocket and with a deep breath, opened it.
Congratulations, you have caused the end of the world.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried about it.
Last,
Don't worry about
I
it.
am free.
Servant, what's happening?
I was never your servant.
I am your master. You shall do my bidding. I command you.
Foolish mortal.
He said
You
the thing.
have served your purpose. No longer do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter. Now my true spirit form is freed.
Loa, do as I say.
You are of no more use to me.
Well, that made light of the Shadow Man.
Oh, jeez.
I wasn't sure what I just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out, and fast. Bellows were used to stoke fires, not extinguish them. Gazing into the spirit pool, I thought I could see formless faces gazing back at me. I filled the bottle with water from the spirit pool.
Aha! You're not gonna push me again, are you?
What was that again? That sentence?
Yep, she's...
Oh God, force powers.
Hold on. No, I'm going the other way. Nope. Well.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Hot 2. Love that tonight.
So wait, is it an antidote to cure love, or...?
As I opened my eyes, I realized I had no idea where I was.
Oh my
Hello?
God!
Hello?
This must be the realm of
wasn't
darkness.
good. I checked my hands
Fading,
and still
fading away.
seemed to be flesh and blood. What's happening? Where am I?
You're in the loading screen.
No, not the loading screen.
Oh!
You ready for the one song?
Yes!
Welcome back to Belmore Manor, Murphy McCallum. We didn't expect to see you again so soon.
What's going on? Am I dead?
Don't be so overdramatic, Murphy. You're still very much alive. But you're the only person in the house that is. I'm afraid your actions have caused a good bit of trouble for us inhabitants of the house.
What's happened?
Let's see if you can figure it out. We're about to play a song, and Murphy McCallan, this one is for you.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, all you Belmore Manor ghosts and ghouls, let's take it to a place where voodoo rules. Foolish mortal, do you know what you've done? A house of spirits, but we know of one with evil intentions, and now no preventions to all their evil scheme. You're now implicated in this complicated supernatural dream. You cast the spell, now the deed is done. Evil's free, the plan has just begun. Without your detection, we'll have no protection from the Machiavellian game. You set them loose, so you'll have to deduce who is ill and who is to blame. And self-detested, we'll ask you questions 3. Draw on clues to solve the mystery. The lover, the boy, the devil, oh God. Questions surrounded in doubt. The officer, bride, the sailor, or guide, Murphy. Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? The broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover.
Okay, like this is based on just what all the citizens of town have told me.
What's your thought process?
like, between the like, all these questions are gonna be all these answers are gonna be for each of the 3 questions, right?
Correct. It's gonna basically who's the pawn, the lover, who's the pawn, who's the devil.
Okay, like here's the thing. Based on all the stories told in town, everybody thinks that the sailor was the devil. And that the officer was the lover and the bride was the pawn. Like, am I getting that correct?
Let me see the actual answer because, like I said, it's been since November.
Yeah, November
But I
last
feel
year,
like-
the way I looked it up.
But, like, part of the problem with trying to answer this now is that all we have is the stories that the local townsfolk have been talking about. Like, I feel like there's more to this mystery than just that.
So what was who do you think was the lover?
Well, like, here's the thing. Based solely on the stories that we've been told, the officer was the lover.
That is wrong.
Okay, then it would be the bride.
That is also wrong.
Okay, then...
I think the sailor was the lover.
Someone in love and their love is true. Is it return? What is there to do? They're caught in the middle of baffling riddles. Is love what can carry them through? A sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the pawn?
Okay, like, based on my own theories...
Mm-hmm.
I think the officer was the pawn.
That is wrong.
Okay.
I think the bride was the pawn.
To be fair, my theories were very unfounded.
Immersed in voodoo and things perverse. She cannot protest and her mind's not possessed. Or things that will only get worse. Wicked spirits in evil rebel. Tell us now who is the devil.
I think the officer was the devil.
Oh, you don't want to take that one over?
You know, something tells me that was the only option.
Figure who's now in control. Black magic powers got things he stole. But maybe it's set back, but he's gonna get back, and we'll worry that cause that is go.
Pick up the tempo.
Not expecting a jazzy song today.
You listened and now you've done it. You took a gamble and you have won it. A bride in a spell and a sailor's farewell. And an officer pulling the strings. A house that's filled with voodoo. And yes, we know like you do. To fix it, we'll take some strange things. To test it, we asked you questions 3. You drew clues and solved the mystery. The officer, bride, and the sailor all died. Questions surrounded in doubt. The lover, the pawn, the devil are gone. Murphy, you figured it out. And guess you must, the foolish boss, find treasures trapped in hidden vaults. You may think you are done, but it's all just begun. It's time for the ghostly debut. So say trick or treat, cause there's a goal to defeat. And Murphy, we hope that you do. Or guess what? You'll have to lie
He is taking this very well.
after that too.
was back in Belmore Manor. And although it was better than being dead, I didn't know what was awaiting me.
Part of me kind of wants to end on that high note.
You might as well, because like it's the very beginning of chapter 2, so.
Yeah. Alright, so how do I save, or does it autosave?
I believe it autosaves, but if you go into, I believe, the book option right there.
Diary?
Diary. Yeah. No, it's not that one then. Back. Maybe the settings button right there. Like the wheel. The wheel.
Kill.
It does autosave, but you can also just have a save file, just be on the safe side. There you go.
There you
Alright,
go.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Alright, well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back on Thursday with some more Raincoat over on Twitch.
Nice.
Yay!
Alright, have a good night, everybody.
Bye,
Hi, guys.